All right, ladies and gentlemen, she has enjoyed a distinguished career with the United Nations for the past 28 years. She is currently the president of the association UN NGO IRENE. She is a member of Pio Manzu Center Scientific Committee. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Hanifa Mezoui. She will deliver a speech of the United Nations High Representatives for the Alliance of Civilizations, His Excellency Mr. Nassir Abdulaziz Al-Nasser. Please put your hands together.
I don't know how to start because I'm so touched, so moved by all of you. India is an old love story for me. It's not the first time. I think I was here 15 years ago, maybe 17 years ago, maybe 12 years ago, 3 times. I remember that I did the Taj Mahal, and I remember my friends who are here tonight. So, Maya, thank you for making it possible for me to reunite in this wonderful, united meeting. But I'm also here officially, and I'm the senior advisor of His Excellency Nassir Abdulaziz Al-Nasser, who is the High Representative of the United Nations Alliance of Civilization. Of course, he wanted to be here, but he couldn't. He had an emergency to go back to Doha. And he asked me if I kindly wanted to replace him. Needless to tell you that it's an immense honor to do that, but I didn't want to say it too loud because I was afraid that somebody else will come. But here I am. Excellency, distinguished guests, dear friends and colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, dear Maya, dear Peter. It is a great pleasure for me to send you this message, participate in spirit, and to join the forces of United Nations Alliance of Civilization to the launch of Unity in Diversity World Civil Society, India. This initiative of a global dialogue in partnership with Tandoma Shahani Center for Management Group India could not find a better place than Mumbai. City that doesn't stop, building bridges and developing cultures and peace and respect. We all would like to see a world where the unity and diversity of mankind can be celebrated. Here in India, it's taking another dimension. In expanding this initiative to Mumbai, the program will strengthen the role to civil society organizations, facilitate networking, and promote intercultural dialogue, diversity, and inclusion at a grassroots level and in all India. This arrangement is in harmony with the 4 pillars of the Alliance: education, media, youth, and migration. As an institution committed to fostering the cross-cultural relations, we at the UNAOC appreciate your resourcefulness. The Global Dialogue Foundation and the Shami Group India have perfectly understood the power of partnership. That's why I would like to commend the leadership of both Peter Kovsky, Chief Executive Officer, and Maya Shahani, Vice President of the Global Dialogue Foundation. Unity in diversity, it is always a remarkable opportunity to join forces with key partners who invest their resources, time, and human capital to meet the vital objective of fostering inclusive societies. We are happy to work with Global Dialogue Foundation because you have developed a clear strategy. You have invested into an action plan with the creation of 19 partnering organizations known as chapter from 19 countries. This investment shows that you understand the authority of communities to educate, engage, and empower. I'm proud to have collaborated on multiple occasions with the Global Dialogue Foundation on a specific task to create a world in which each member of society has the capacity to realize his or her full potential. That is a commitment of the international community, of all and for all. The international community is often thought as a gathering of states and high-level political figures. In reality, it comprises a set of relevant and vital actors. They include the individual at the heart of civil society organizations. Civil society organizations are the lungs of our societies. They are the channel through which we are able to implement and successfully monitor both challenges and progresses that touch every aspect of human life. Above all, they are central to our contemporary discourse on sustainability, peace, respect, and security. Just take a look at the achievement we were able to secure in 2015. Civil society actors played a pivotal role in setting the framework for the creation of strong transformative agenda for sustainability and development. I have in mind the 2030 Sustainable Development Agenda, the Addis Ababa Plan of Action to Finance for Development, and the COP21 on climate change. Representatives of civil society organizations were present at every stage of this key agreement. They were the ones reviewing the language and organizing side events. They flew to New York, Paris, and Ethiopia to have their voice heard. 2 years ago, when we met at UNAOC 6th Global Forum in Bali, we focused on two main concerns: promoting intercultural dialogue and recognizing the unity of people in diversity. At the time, we were able to promote a great sense of cultural and religious exclusivity at all levels of society. We knew that our world could find peace in communicating the values of tolerance and understanding. But today, a myriad of challenges have changed our perspective. Our world is experiencing one of the worst human refugee crises since World War II. Millions of men and women and children are being displaced due to political, civil, and armed conflict. In the midst of these challenges, multiple cultural and religious groups are being violently targeted due to their religious belief. Others carry acts of violent extremism and terrorism in the name of misunderstood or politically driven ideologies. The victim and tormentor are men and women who come from diverse cultural, religious, and national denominations. They are members of communities who live peacefully or on the fringe of social and economic exclusion. At the turn of the 21st century, we had invested great hope in creating inclusive society in which all men and women would be united by these humanistic values or access to opportunities, diversity, tolerance, and understanding. The United Nations launched the Millennium Development Goal in 2000 with the full support of civil society. This commitment was renewed 15 years later with the Sustainable Development Goal. Technological and scientific innovation have also helped in setting a positive tone for the human family. But tensions have built up on every corner in a dramatic way. It is difficult to understand where and when it will end. However, we can capitalize on reinforcing bridges and on making cultures and religions' values not the center of our attention, but the driver of our commonalities. Because the world has changed, our dialogue must change as well. We must go from a shared commitment of intercultural dialogue to collaborative action and results, so we can bridge the gap and erase the tension among cultures. This new vision is at the essence of the United Nations Secretary General Action Plan to prevent violent extremism. Here again, civil society organizations are offered the power to promote peace and respect, to prevent religious and cultural tension from escalating to conflict and armed violence. Civil society promoting cross-cultural and religious dialogue have understood that differences do not necessarily mean conflict or violence. Culture can serve as an amazing stepping stone to deconstruct the definition or identity based on a binary system of us versus them. Moving forward is what we want to secure, peace and respect. We should implement collective thinking. Mumbai is the right place. As I see, you have included in our program a preparation for Baku with a roundtable discussion titled Business and Civil Society Working Together to Build Unity and Diversity, which echo the one in our own session in Baku. So, you have to know that at UNAOC, we continue our efforts to invest in building bridges alongside civil society, and we expect welcoming numerous of your representatives to our 7th Global Forum in Baku, Azerbaijan. End of message, and I thank you.